Oh my goodness. These are lobster shorts. Hi, this is Julie and you are watching my channel, Attic Treasures Flea Market. If you are new to my channel, I welcome you, thank you. And if you are returning to my channel, I thank you. Let's see, this is another episode of things I can't sell in my eBay store because I just can't sell them, or at least not yet. I don't know, people are looking at them, but that's okay. I have lots of stuff and everything eventually sells. But let's get to starting with what I still have in my eBay store. I do these as runway reels. If you watched my previous video, I will get hauls and then I put them on my ironing board and take a short video, and that pushes me to get things listed up on eBay. I list things on eBay daily, and that is one of the secrets to getting high up on that algorithm for your listing. If you sell on eBay, get yourself high up on that algorithm for best match. There are other factors too. But first, let's start with, oh my goodness, these are lobster shorts made by Lazy One. Brand new. Again, these are not antique or vintage at all. They're just fun. And I am from Maine right now, wintering in Texas with my husband. So if I ever find lobster things, I scoop them up. But that's exactly what this is. All cotton, size small, and they are still in my eBay store. But that's okay. Somebody will like them and buy them. A few things that another few new items. My eBay store has a variety of vintage, antique, some new items, and some secondhand items. What I'm showing you here now are some new items that I usually thrift. The new items, and that's where these came from. This is, these are tea towels. This one in particular is Lake Life, and it's made by Royal Standard. I'll show you the tag there. And it's brand new. Nice tea towel. I think the dimensions are 20 by 28. Still in my eBay store, and these are several that they're brand new. They're Tahari Home, and this is in the tag. The best one is this one. It's got butterflies and flowers, and it's, I guess, I don't know what you call that. It's 3D. It's textured. White towel. I don't know if I'd ever use this. I think I would just have it as a display. Another nice one, but not as nice as that first one, is this one. It's just tiny flowers. Again, these are full-size tea towels. And I don't have the size, but whatever the standard is for tea towels. And then this one's pretty basic. It's kind of a weave, a woven, tan and white. It does have, all of them have a little lace on the bottom. Again, those 4 tea towels are still in my eBay store. For Valentine's Day, I had some gift boxes, and this is the one that is left over. I'll put it up close. I think somebody made this. I have no idea, but I had, this was a free pick for me. It's just a cardboard box in the shape of a heart. It's got gold foil. It does have a little wear to it, and those flowers are looking a little old, but I think that adds to the charm. And that's still in my eBay store. One of my leftovers from Valentine's Day. And this was leftover from Valentine's Day that I just love. Just love. And it's a heart-shaped tidbit server, Mikasa, and I have not seen one on eBay that looks like this. I have seen individual dishes made by Mikasa, pressed glass, frosted, smooth on the inside, and it's the embossing is on the bottom. And so I don't know if somebody made this. I did get this at a Goodwill here in Texas. And I just love this. I was also just very surprised that it didn't sell. I do have a few watchers on this. And again, I didn't find another one of these on eBay. I did find the individual dishes, but making it into a tidbit little tray makes it special. So again, still in my eBay store, maybe for you. And then I talked to you before about littles, things that I sometimes go and buy box lots, or I find in a jewelry box or a drawer, the little things that you didn't know you were buying, but you know, I don't throw anything away. So I list them on eBay. These are 2 miniature little cups. One has a mouse with a piece of cheese. And I don't know, is that a chipmunk or a squirrel? He's looking mad. He's looking mad about something. I really don't know what it is, but these are 2 little miniature cups. And again, I don't throw anything away. Even the little things I will put up on eBay. So I think that is a short haul. I will, following this, I'm going to have a very quick reel. Like I had said, I do what I call a highlight reel. I put my items on a ironing board. It pushes me to get those up on eBay. All those items that you just saw are still on my eBay. And when you're watching this reel, you're going to see some items that I didn't show you, and that's because they sold. I'd like to do something a little different for this reel. I'm going to put what I have sold and my profit margins before the video. Well, I don't know what I'll do. But either way, I'm going to show you a quick video of my highlight reel, and then I'll have a second haul that we can go over, and I'll highlight more things that are still in my eBay store and still haven't sold. As you watch this reel, I'd like you to watch out for some items that I did not show you, and that's because they sold. After the reel, I'll show you some of those sold items, including what the buyer paid for them, including tax and shipping, and then my earnings, which would be what I received from the customer, minus sales tax, minus eBay fee, minus shipping label, which is what it cost me to mail that to the customer, and the amount, if and what I paid for the item. That beautiful milk glass lamp globe was a free find. I had found that roadside. The bottom was broken, and the globe that you see was the top. And this unique, what I call a Murano-style vortex vase, I did buy that at a thrift store for $10. And the set of sake cups, that I also paid $10 for, and that was at a garage sale. I was very pleased with all of these earnings. All right, well, we're back for part 2 of my episode of things I can't sell in my eBay store. Well, they'll eventually sell. They're just still there, and that's okay. But I will show you a few of those items. And this is a cutie. He's a Highland cow. And I knew, like I said, I do sell new items in my store. I had gotten him at the thrift store, and I just thought he was darling. And he's even wearing a little neckerchief. What's on the bottom there? That's his tag. But he is a cutie, and he is still in my eBay store. I don't know why. I gotta find somebody that finds him as cute as I do. And another thrift find. It looks like hobbyist art. I have no idea, but it's a shroom. It's a mushroom, and I guess you could say that's a applied flower and an applied bumblebee. No maker marks. It appears to be like cement or some kind of a cement-like. It's got some weight to it. So if you're looking for something for your garden, and when I got this, my intention was to DIY something. I guess I just didn't like the colors. I don't know what I didn't like about it. I must have liked something about it to get it. But I know that I had thought, I'm going to do a DIY project. And I just haven't yet. So it's still in my eBay store. And then I rarely have singles of glasses or mugs, but this is one of those thumbprint mugs. An older, straight-walled mug. And this is still in my eBay store. Just a single. I like it. One of those beer mugs. I believe it holds 10 ounces. I don't think it holds the 12. But again, still in my eBay store. Unknown maker, but a nice solid beer mug. Then this item, you might need to help me out with this. I had gotten this again here in Texas at a thrift store, and it's a bunt ring. It's stoneware. A bunt ring pan. It's about 9 inches. Doesn't appear used, and there's really no maker mark on the bottom. I guess that number 3, it must have been at somebody's garage sale at one time for $3, but I got this for only $1. And I guess it confuses me because I don't know, I do some baking, and I don't usually, once I pour my batter into my bowl, I don't usually pour it out. So why would there be a ring, or why would there be a pour spout on a bunt pan ring? Maybe that's why it hasn't sold. I don't know. I just, it's a lovely piece, and it's heavy. But again, still in my eBay store. And then a few more things here. Linens, I do love linens. And I do have a few linens. This one is a windmill. A single linen. It's got fringe and edges. And this is a little piece that a Bertha Backer from Sandwich, Massachusetts made. And I tried to look her up, but I just didn't find very much information about her. But if you're anything like me, I like windmills. And it appears to be just printed on there, but I'm assuming that that's the artist that did that, and that's nice. That's very nice. I call these church gloves. They've got some embroidery, and I guess you could say it little eyelets. And I'll put a pair of these on just to show you that they fit. Yeah, they fit my hand. Clean, and I don't know if anyone wears these anymore, but it's a pair. It's still in my eBay store. What else? I have 2 prints, and these are from a artist illustrator. Her name is Bessie Pease Gutman. She was a early to mid 20th century illustrator and artist, and her focus was on infants and young children. And this one in particular, I'm going to try to avoid avoid a reflection. This one is called Friendly Enemies. Cute, very cute. And it's just a print. This is the back. It comes framed. And the other one is called The Lullaby, again by Bessie Pease Gutman. And I will try to avoid that reflection. I believe, yes, these are both matted. Those were darling. I got those at I think it was a garage sale. So I sold, there were 2 other of her prints that I have sold already, but those 2 are still in my eBay store. Baskets. I still have a few baskets left over from the holidays. Maybe because this is black, it's still there, but it's a nice carry basket or storage basket. It's just woven rope, it looks like, black. It does have some fading to it, and it has a handle on both sides. And that is one. And then this basket, I like this. I guess it's just a coiled carry basket. Well, I guess it's really a plant basket or a planter basket because it is plastic lined, does not appear used, no stains, in excellent condition. It's got the 2 handles. And one of the reasons why this might not be selling in my eBay store is, the price of postage these days is just on the high side. And sometimes just to mail items with some weight and certain dimensions does get pricey. And I believe that is it from that haul. I will wrap this one up with a short reel of that haul. And again, you will find items in that reel that you didn't see with me right here. And that is because I sold them. and I will share with you what they sold for and what my profit margin was. Oops, the framed print of the hummingbird wreath. I forgot to include that. That is still available in my eBay store. And the thimbles that you see in this reel are not included. I have quite a thimble collection in my eBay store. Some have sold, many have not. But my collection I keep in a old Hamilton print tray. And I will show you that collection in another video at another time. I am not ashamed to admit that I am a picker. I find a lot of my finds roadside, and I even go to the dump, which is where I found this Vision Corning sauce pot. And a box lot, a roadside, was where I found this cute set of the Peg votive glass cups. These are cute. And a Pyrex lid, amber glass. Did not go to that sauce pot that you saw just before this. That was also a free find. I think I had said in my previous video that I would talk to you a little about the benefits of being a eBay store, and that is what I have. I have an eBay store, and I've been an eBay seller for 27 years. Most of it, not all of it, having had a store. And you know what's kind of neat is that you get to curate your storefront when you have an eBay store. What I miss, I used to have a booth, and really the only thing that I miss from having a booth is being able to curate things. So that is something I get to do with my eBay store. Other than that, you pay a monthly fee, and that monthly fee to eBay gives you 1,000 fixed priced listings, and then you also get other perks. You get that is for any category, and then you also get additional lots, more than I could ever probably get listed, of additional listings in fashion and collectibles. And since most of my items are collectibles, if I go over that 1,000 listings, then I have lots more that I can do. Right now here in Texas, my inventory being a bit smaller, I have over 300 listings, but when I return to Maine, I have a much larger inventory, so I'll be hitting that 1,000. And then we do return to Maine after our winter here next month, so that's coming up. And then in addition to the fixed price listings, you get 250 auction style listings. And I don't have any auction style listings right now in my eBay store, but I do occasionally like the thrill of auctions. I'll put 10-day auctions up. And I know that people don't even start to bid really until that last day, if not the last hours. But I do sometimes just like to stir it up and get those, do some auction listings. And having an eBay store also kind of bumps you up on that algorithm for being on the what's called the best match. When people do searches, the default for eBay is to bring up best match. And then of course the other perk, which I really love, but you also have to be a top rated status seller. And that is you get a final value fee discount. So, and I won't talk about all the criteria for being a top rated status, but I am. And that gives me 10% off what are the final value fees. I pay a fee to eBay whenever I sell something based on the cost of the item and the shipping. And then they take 10% off that. So that's a pretty darn good perk because as we all know, all the platforms where you resell do charge a fee on the final value. So that's just a little behind the scenes, a little information to help those of you out there that are new to eBay, or those who are thinking about starting eBay, or anyone, I guess, just to understand what us resellers do work with. So, and in the meantime, I would love if you could do two things. You could press that thumbs up and maybe subscribe, because I have more of these episodes to go. We have less than 5 weeks before we return to Maine from Texas, and that is what I'm doing to kind of set a reset on my YouTube channel, which is somewhat new. And I have some great plans coming up. Probably won't really get going until I do return to Maine. But until I see you next time, enjoy. And I did forget, oh my goodness, I think I forget this every time. I have my coffee light and sweet. And so when you join me, I hope that you bring yourself a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. And until next time, thank you.